Hello, my name is Alex Gaudreau. This presentation will describe the marketing plan for my company. Just a little background on my company. My company is a computer training company. The various groups that I target in my markets are younger kids, the ones that grew up with technology. They're more familiar with it. They're going to be looking for specialized training for careers or job applications. It would be video editing, picture editing, audio editing, programming, code writing, developing apps, that kind of thing. My second market is people that are familiar with technology, but not necessarily as efficient as possible. These are your younger adults, middle-aged adults that have a good understanding of maybe Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, email, Internet exploring, etc. But they may not be too familiar with the keyboard shortcuts or what all the various tools do. And basically, the training for them will be honing their skills and making sure they are as efficient as possible with the various programs that they would need to get their career to the next level. The third target market would be your elderly citizens. They want to learn how to email or get on social media. That way they can communicate with their grandkids, their family, their friends that are far away. They may or may not have a basic understanding of computers, so their classes would start off with the extreme basics and also cyber safety. The traditional campaign will cover more classical style of advertising, newspaper direct mailing, with a newer one which is click ads. The newspapers are $7.25 per inch column. They were one of my more expensive ads. However, this is targeted more toward my third group, the senior citizens, hopefully to draw them in, to get more exposure to them, since this is a type of media that they still look at regularly. The direct mail was 50 cents to $1 per piece. This campaign is more targeted toward hitting up everybody that's in the operating area of the company, kind of to, we're here, this is what we offer, that kind of thing, just kind of get everybody aware of us. Click ads are more geared toward the first two groups I mentioned. They are $10 per 1,000 clicks. The bad thing with this, though, is I cannot limit how many ad exposures there are, so this could end up being a costly way to advertise. However, for people in my vicinity, it'd be a good way to gain attention and bring people into my website. We're also looking toward social media advertising. Obviously, Facebook is one of the bigger ones that get exposure to, with 1.5 billion active users. That's quite a bit of outreach potential. Facebook would also act as a central hub for all the other medias that I use, because I could post directly on there. I can reply to messages. It's a useful tool to centralize everything into one media. I like Instagram as my second choice. Basically, Instagram would allow me to show pictures of the classrooms, the programs, students. I could tag the campus locations, and I can also use the hashtags to kind of spread the word and have people searching for those kind of things to bring up my business. Also, within Instagram, through the business accounts, I can look at the analytics of who's going through and kind of viewing my profiles and pictures. And it'd be a good way to also offer, share this picture or like this picture, and every so many likes will get 10% off of tuition, or maybe even supplies like pencils, paper, etc. Kind of offer an incentive to spread the word about us. Lastly, my favorite choice of all the advertising routes is YouTube. YouTube has a lot of potential as far as exposure You can make videos up to 15 minutes in length without the new YouTube Red for free. So as long as I have someone to record the videos, which I would always do that kind of stuff myself, just to save on cost, I can gain exposure through there. And even if I had a pretty steady following, if I had subscribers or constant views, I could even generate revenue through YouTube, which would be nice because then as opposed to it being an expense for the company, I could write it off as a revenue. The last thing is just the broad exposure of YouTube. I mean, you share this on Facebook or something. If you have one really good advertisement, something that just is hilarious, people will share it and share it and share it. And that's kind of the hopes, is to kind of lean more toward the humorous advertising through social media. Get the exposure while the company is young, bring people in, and grow that way. Thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed this presentation.